All right, guys, we're here. MAYS versus Forest Park. Okay, what's happened here is our now we got all right, guys, we are here. Our usual spot here at Terra Stadium, a light crowd, but we're here MAYS versus Forest Park. We had a Forest Park coach on last week, and he said, "Hey, man, you gonna be at the game?" And I promised, even though down the road we have a big one, Stevenson against North Clayton, but that's okay. We're here with Forest Park against MAYS. Both teams coming to this 1-3. Both teams trying to get their second victory. Forest Park with the ball first. There's a pitch out. Running back's got some room around the corner. Picks up a short gain. We hope tonight to get you some multi-camera shoots. We are experimenting with a new setup. Hopefully before the end of the night, we'll be able to get you guys up and running so you can see a little bit of that. Right now, MAYS with the ball. Excuse me, Forest Park with the ball. Second down and 8 after a short run by Forest Park. That's going to be a second down and 15 or second down about 13 for Forest Park. Forest Park coach Corey Johnson trying to get this program rebuilt. Forest Park, back in the day, a legendary program. Matter of fact, former Steeler Hines Ward, which this field is named after, was a Forest Park graduate. Back to pass, a long pass, and it's overthrown. MAYS also a team we've covered over the years. About 10 years ago, MAYS made a magical run to the state finals, losing to Colquitt in the championship game in the Georgia Dome. We were there at that game. And MAYS trying to find their way back. They've had some decent seasons over the years, but they're trying to get back to that championship form, as is Forest Park. But tonight, both teams trying to get their second win of the season. Forest Park with the ball, 3rd and 20. Put it back to pass, throws a quick bubble screen. And MAYS has sniffed that out immediately. And no gain on the play. We got Joshua Bryan, our cameraman, here tonight. He's filling in, helping us out here. Intern from Morehouse. He's got some big things going on. He'll tell you about it when he gets on the mic, but he's doing a brand new internship with the big boys. Forest Park now back to punt. Low snap. He picks up off the bounce, but he gets off a decent punt, driving MAYS back to about the 48-yard line. He missed a tackle to the 45, to the 40. Still on his feet at 35. He's to the 30. He's still on his feet. 25, 20, 15, 10, still on his feet, and finally run out of bounds at about the 3-yard line. But that young man said, I'm not going down, as he shook off a slew of Forest Park tacklers. MAYS band is here. Forest Park Wall of Sound. Both two pretty good bands are here tonight. Well, MAYS already in the red zone here. 10 minutes ago in the first quarter. No score up to this point. And they're going to walk off a penalty here. All right, so MAYS is backed up now. They were in the red zone, but now backed up just outside the 25-yard line at Forest Park. Quarterback looking, back to pass, throws, got a man open, incomplete. And flags are down, probably pass interference on the play. Motion penalty again. All right, MAYS with the ball. 1st and 15. Just outside the 30. Quarterback looking long. He's got a man with a step. And touchdown. Spectacular catch in the end zone. Touchdown, MAYS. Well, there's one for the highlight films right there. Quarterback looked at him all the way, one-on-one, and a spectacular leaping catch in the end zone. And MAYS is on the scoreboard first. Let's go to our sideline cameraman. He's going to get a close-up look from behind the end zone. We'll get set back again here as MAYS gets ready for the extra point. A little trickeration by MAYS here, trying to get Forest Park confused. An extra point is up and good. So MAYS strikes first. So MAYS takes the early lead here in the first quarter. We'll take a timeout here. Well, no, both teams are coming back on the field, so we won't take a timeout. We'll stay right here. MAYS gets ready to kick off here against Forest Park. They lead this one 7-0. Here's the kickoff. Low line drive. Forest Park's field at the 15. Got some blockers across the 20. 25, still on his feet. He's crossed the 30. Nope. Doesn't quite get back to 30, about the 28-yard line. Early in the first quarter, MAYS leads Forest Park 7-0. Forest Park coming back out of the field now. Let's go down the sidelines for a second. That's our cameraman down the sidelines there, picking up behind the Forest Park bench. Let's go back out to the field. MAYS leading Forest Park 7-0. Forest Park trying to answer back. MAYS on a blitz. Heavy pressure on the quarterback. And he's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. MAYS called an all-out blitz on that one. And I think we got a player shaking up on the field. We're going to take a break here. You're watching High School Football Game of the Week, brought to you by Allen Vigil Ford Lincoln in Morrow, Georgia. We'll be right back.
Are you in the market for a new vehicle? Well, check out Allen Vigil Ford Lincoln in Morrow, Georgia. We have one of the largest inventories in our area for both new and pre-owned vehicles, so we're sure to have something for everyone. Family owned and operated since 1982, customer satisfaction is our #1 priority. Come see our full lineup of vehicles and find the one that best fits you. Give us a call today, 678-726-5739, or shop us 24/7 online at allenvigilford.net.
So here I go here to the click on full layout, and that's Jason down the sideline. That's his camera feed. Okay. Right there. And then we go to commercial break, all the commercials on that side. Yep. I'm back up on his feet. Let you man the switching controls for a second. I'll get back over here to the camera. All right, MAYS, Forest Park with the ball here, trailing 7-0. Quarterback throws out in the flat, screen pass. He's crossed the 25, 30. He's on his feet. He's got some room. 45, 50. Big play by Forest Park. First down and more. So Forest Park with their first big play of the game. And then we says this is where I can go and do all of my scoreboard stuff here. All it's activated right here, and then just switch back to media assets. Now, think about this is always going to be on top. Oop. Forest Park quarterback back to pass, looking long, throws, incomplete. And that's a flag on that one. Too much contact. Flag on the play. It's going to be pass interference. You're watching High School Football Game of the Week, brought to you by Allen Vigil Ford Lincoln. Allen Vigil Ford Lincoln, located 6790 Mount Zion Boulevard in the city of Morrow, Georgia. All right, like I mentioned, that's a PI, pass interference. That bodes well for Forest Park, as they're going to pick up a first down and a big chunk of yardage all the way down now to the 32-yard line of MAYS. Forest Park already at the line of scrimmage, ready to go. Quarterback back to pass, throwing out in the flat. Let's see if he caught that. Let's see what the referee signal is. It's a catch. Doesn't pick up much yards, but it is a complete pass, about 3 or 4 yards on the play. Be about second down and about maybe 6 to go, 5 or 6 to go. Forest Park trying to tie this one up. They trail in this ball game 7-0. Quarterback to pass, sees them in out in the flat, and he underthrows them. Perfect. 7-0 here, first quarter. But Forest Park has the ball, and they're on the move. Second down and 6 from about the 28-yard line of MAYS. Flag down on the play again. And Forest Park is called for the delay of game. Looks like they're going to have a timeout on the field. Yep, quick timeout. Your score, 7-0, MAYS over Forest Park. We'll be back with a commercial break in just a moment. Run this right there.
Did you know that Allen Vigil Ford in Morrow, Georgia also has Lincoln? Over 35 years of using the Vigil Touch to provide excellent customer service, works hand in hand with the Lincoln Motor Company to provide a luxurious and seamless way to acquire your next luxury vehicle. Lincoln has an array of full-service complimentary owner benefits. These benefits include hospitality partnerships, service pickup and delivery, all which can be accessed through the Lincoln Way app. You can even contact the 24/7 concierge to have someone assist you. Come and see our great inventory of new and pre-owned Lincolns today. Call 678-364-7345 to make an appointment with one of our brand champions, or shop 24/7 online at allenvigillincoln.net.
All right, guys, Forest Park with the ball in MAYS territory, third down and 6. They trail this game 7-0. MAYS bringing pressure again. Quarterback throws, has a man open, and flags are down. Well, it's been a little sloppy so far. A lot of flags flying. Both bands are here. MAYS band, you may be able to hear them in the background. And, of course, Forest Park has one of the better bands in Metro Atlanta. The Kings of Sound. They're here as well. Great night tonight, about 72 degrees. Like I said, a light crowd. Both of these teams are trying to restore some old glory. They still probably been a couple years away. But nevertheless, this is Friday Night Lights. And for these young men, it's like being in college or the NFL. This is their time to shine. All right, Forest Park comes up to the line with a little tempo. Might have been some pre-snap movement. Quarterback throws. That's incomplete. Coach Corey Johnson trying to get his young Chargers organized here. They have an opportunity to put some points on the board, but they're moving backwards right now. Third down and 11. This is probably 2-down territory. Can't see them kicking a field goal from this distance. So on this play, you're probably going to try to pick up 6 or 7 yards and leave yourself with maybe a 4th down and 4 or 4th and 3 to pick up. We got an official's timeout down there in the field. MAYS struck first, scoring on a beautiful touchdown pass. The receiver winning his one-on-one contest with the DB for Forest Park and tumbling in the end zone for the first score of the game. Forest Park has had a couple of chunk plays, and now they're down here, but they stalled a little bit as penalties have slowed them down. But again, they have a shot here. This is, again, probably 2 down territories, about the 33-yard line of MAYS. Quarterback, pistol formation, drops back, has a man in the flat open, shakes off one man, who hit immediately by MAYS after a short gain. So let's see what Coach Corey Johnson does. I guess he's bringing on the punt team. He's going to try to pin MAYS back deep in their own end. On this system, so I'll leave it up for a while and I'll take it down. Yep. All right, so Forest Park may take a penalty just to back the punt up just a little bit, so he can try to do a little coffin corner kick, as they call it. Nope, they've already got the ball already. I'm sorry, folks, that was 4th down. My bad. The scoreboard was saying 3rd down, but that was 4th down, so they turned the ball over on downs. So MAYS has the ball now. Short gain. Well, that's a movement there. Let's see who caused that. Flags flying everywhere. And it's offside against Forest Park. MAYS quarterback drew them offside. So I leave 2nd down, and are they saying 1st down? They're saying 1st down. Okay, that 5 yards picked them up a 1st down, so it's 1st and 10 now from their own 42-yard line. MAYS winning this ball game 7-0. Fake handoff there, goes on the outside. Picks up a few yards from MAYS. MAYS with the ball. There's a handoff. Running back's got some room. Breaks off to the side. He's going to probably be about 2 or 3 yards short of the 1st down. Ball right in front of the 50-yard line. Trade handoff and stopped. Big stop there by Forest Park on 3rd down. Loss of yard, and that's going to force a MAYS punt. Well, Forest Park's defense bowed up there, and they'll force the punt. About 4:40 to go in the 1st quarter. MAYS leads this one 7-0. Score now. MAYS now set to punt the ball away. Clock still running here, about 4:18 to go. It's a fake. And MAYS is going to pick up the 1st down. Well, Forest Park got caught napping, and MAYS took advantage and picked up the first down to keep their drive alive. 4th down and 3 after a big stop by Forest Park. A lot of confusion down there in the line of scrimmage. I'm not sure what's going on there as MAYS trying to get the plays in. They've changed balls now, so I guess the ball was too slick. Not sure. Anyway, teams reset now. Referee's getting ready to start the clock again. MAYS leads this one 7-0 first quarter. Quarterback calls his own number, and initially, after looking like he was going to be sacked, plowed forward and picked up positive yardage. So that's going to leave a 2nd down at about 4 or 5, depending on where they spot this. Actually, it's 2nd down and 7. 2nd down and 7. Another run by MAYS. That's going to be real close to a 1st down. MAYS so far has been all going their way here in the first quarter. All right, and it looks like another penalty here on Forest Park. That's going to give MAYS a 1st down. Well, it's these are the kind of things that keep you from winning ball games. We've seen this time and time again where schools have a lot of pre-snap penalties, and it kind of takes all of your hard work undone. Nice run there. He's up the middle. 20, 15. The MAYS running back number 3, a big run there on 2nd down. Excuse me, on 1st down. MAYS going on to a hurry-up offense now. Right back to the line of scrimmage. Plays call from there. Another run by MAYS.
Get a business card and you all.
Switch down and take a look here really quickly. See our cameraman, Jason. He's behind the end zone, waiting for what could be another MAYS touchdown. But they're backing up here. Now penalty on MAYS. A lot of penalties this game. All right, clock is running again, so now we're going to get set. Get back out here to the field of play. Quarterback looking, throws out in the flat, man open. He's down to the 15, picks up most of the penalty yardage. MAYS leads 7-0 here. Clock running down here in the first quarter. It's a handoff. Oh, he broke a tackle, still on his feet. He's going to be short of the 1st down, though. Forest Park having a little problem wrapping up number 3. Less than a minute to go here. And we have a player down on the field. All right. Well, while we have the player down, hopefully the young man will get back on his feet. We're going to go to a commercial break. You're watching high school football game of the week. MAYS leading Forest Park 7-0 here in the first quarter of play. We'll be back with more in
Are
just a
you in
moment.
the market for a new vehicle? Well, check out Allen Vigil Ford Lincoln in Morrow, Georgia. We have one of the largest inventories in our area for both new and pre-owned vehicles, so we're sure to have something for everyone. Family owned and operated since 1982, customer satisfaction is our number one priority. Come see our full lineup of vehicles and find the one that best fits you. Give us a call today, 678-726-5739, or shop us 24/7 online at allenvigilford.net. The day has arrived. It's time to let more people know about your business. You have the right marketing plan and the messaging in place. But do you have the right messenger? Good advertising and promotions need a professional sound so the message can be clearly understood. Don't.
All right, guys, the young man is back up on his feet, so we're going back to the ball game. MAYS leading Forest Park 7-0 here in the first quarter. About a minute left to go in the quarter. MAYS has the ball deep in Forest Park territory. Let's see what MAYS can cook up here. Man in motion. Goes back the other way. Here's a snap. Stokes that same man. Got him open. Touchdown, MAYS. Touchdown, MAYS. Let's go down to the end zone and see if we can get a celebration. And they've hit the sidelines already, but MAYS scores another touchdown, and they now lead 13-0, pending the extra point. Yep. Okay, we're going to wait for the extra point, then we'll give you a new score. Right now, we're projecting that MAYS is going to hit this extra point. Once again, going with an odd moving of the formation. And the kick is up and good. MAYS leads now 14-0. We got kind of a battle of the bands here. Both teams playing. As MAYS and both fans shut it down now. 14-0 now. MAYS leads. 44 seconds left to go in period quarter, I should say, number one. MAYS has been dominant so far here in this first quarter play. Here's the kickoff. Fielded by Forest Park. Runs to about the 25, 30, still on his feet to the 35 before he's stacked up. Flags are down. Might have been some extracurriculars after that play. Let's see, might be a personal foul being called. Excuse me. All right, Forest Park now has the ball. Again, in good field position. Let's see if they can mount a drive to get back in this ball game. Been all MAYS here in the first quarter. They lead this one 14-0. It looks like there was a personal foul of some type, so they're marching 15 yards down. This is going to put Forest Park in outstanding field position, actually on the MAYS side of the field. So let's see if Forest Park's offense can get on track here and get a score to cut this lead. All MAYS here so far in this ball game. MAYS 14, Forest Park nothing. What about shotgun formation? Two backs next to him on either side. Back to pass looking. Throws out and way over the head of this receiver. I don't think they're going to call pass interference on that one, though. Nope. That ball looked like it was uncatchable. Again, you're watching the Tower Stadium High School football game of the week. MAYS High School against Forest Park. Forest Park in the black top, burgundy pants, burgundy helmets. MAYS, all white, blue helmets. Heavy pressure. The ball is fumbled on the snap. I think the quarterback saw that pressure coming in from MAYS, took his eye off the snap. There's a loss of yardage there for Forest Park. Forest Park really struggling here, trying to get their offense on track. A lot of unforced errors. I'm sure that Coach Corey Johnson is going to really get into his young charges and get them tightened up here. And that's the end of the first quarter. Our score, the MAYS Raiders 14, the Forest Park Panthers nothing. We'll be back with more high school football in just a moment.
The day has arrived. It's time to let more people know about your business. You have the right marketing plan and the messaging in place. But do you have the right messenger? Good advertising and promotions need a professional sound so the message can be clearly understood. Don't leave your brand image to chance. Let our team of voiceover experts at CME lend you a hand. Give us a call at 678-304-8121 to find out how we can partner with you to give your business its voice.
All right, guys, we're back here. Started the second quarter. Been all MAYS so far in this one. MAYS leading 14-0 as we start the second quarter. Both bands going at it here. Battle of the bands. All right, we're at the start of the second quarter. Forest Park with the ball, trying to get something started. They trail 14-0. And we have another flag. This time, the flag is against MAYS. And so Forest Park gets some pre-snap movement. It's been all MAYS so far here in this ball game. They lead 14-0. Forest Park trying to get something started here. Quarterback back to pass. Quick shot in the, like a semi-screen in the flat, but MAYS sniffed that out immediately And that almost had pick 6 written all over it. Again, you're watching High School Football Game of the Week, brought to you by, if I can speak English, Allen Vigil Ford and Lincoln. Allen Vigil Ford Lincoln, located 166790 Mount Zion Boulevard in the city of Morrow, Georgia. Visit them anytime during working hours or visit them 24/7 online at allenvigilford.net. All right, Forest Park's trying to get untracked here. Just picked up a nice penalty here to move the ball 5 yards. Let's see if this offense can get untracked. There's a snap. Quarterback looking. Oh, that's a punt. I'm sorry, guys. MAYS, running back, just will not go down. He's zipping, zapping back and forth, and finally gets tackled. I don't know what these MAYS backs have on them. It's like they got some Vaseline, but they're not going down, and Forest Park's having all kinds of problems tackling them. As the punt returner decided, I'm not going down. All right, guys, well, we got a quick break here. We're going to switch up here. We're going to have our intern hop on the headset and give you a little play-by-play, and I'm going to man the production.
What's going on, y'all? This is Joshua Bryant, Real Talk Sports newest intern. Gonna give y'all some play-by-play action between Forest Park and MAYS High School. Just waiting on the snap by MAYS as they get set. The screen pass. MAYS got some speedy backs over in the backfield down to about the 40-yard line. Sizable game. And I do believe that is a first down. And another flag as well. Very penalty-heavy game we have on our hands tonight. We'll see how far this pushes them back. Fun fact, Jonathan Simmons did mention that I do go to Morehouse. I did not realize that MAYS High School was literally about 5 minutes down the street. So, I got to get acclimated with my bearings here a little bit when I go back up to campus after tonight's game. Here we go, MAYS at around the 35-yard line. Got a quick pass. Not going down. Another sizable game past midfield. They gained back what they just lost and a little bit more. MAYS just has control over this whole game. We need to see if Forest Park can come up with anything defensively or offensively. Because MAYS is having their way. Get it ready for the snap. Another run up the middle, past midfield, gain about 3, maybe 4.5 yards. Second down. Sure. I'll take a sprite. Yeah, appreciate you. Getting ready for 2nd and 8. 2nd and 8. Quick pass. Little slant. Still running. 30, 20, 10. Another great pass and a great gain by MAYS High School. They just cannot be stopped. If Forest Park even wants to think about being in this game, they have to come up with some stops just to give them a little bit of momentum, because all the momentum is with MAYS High School. They are just having their way. We got 1st and goal here. Here comes the snap. Hand off to number 3, Kamari Johnson. About a 3.5 yard gain, 2nd down. They're inching closer once again to gaining another, or to scoring another touchdown. Knocking on the door once again. Another handoff, another strong run. Their running game is very, very good. Another 3 yard gain again. These are just going to keep on adding up. If MAYS cannot find, if Forest Park cannot find a way to stop these MAYS running backs, they're going to be in for a long, long night. Got to throw. Touchdown. Another one. Make that 21-0. They are skunking these boys. It is not even the end of the 2nd quarter, and we already have another MAYS touchdown. We're going to go over here. They may be going for 2. And they went for 2, and they received it. MAYS is just on top of everything. They're on top of their P's and Q's tonight. So make that 22-0. We got Forest Park in a huddle. Much needed motivation for their players as they have been outscored this game 22-0. They've got to find a way to come up with some stops, got to find a way to get their offense going if they want to even think about coming back and winning this game. Take it play by play, down by down, and they'll be all right. They just got to get those nerves out. MAYS set the kick. Forest Park set the return. Trying to get to the edge, and he does. Flips down to about the 35-yard line. Forest Park out here once again, 1st and 10. We have about 8 minutes left in this 2nd quarter. Like I said before, if Forest Park wants to find their way inching back and winning this game, they have to gain some type of momentum, some type of positive yardage, positive play. Hopefully, whatever their coach told these players, they're able to execute and go down and make this a 14 Point game. QB sneak, QB designed run. Not much. 2 yards. 2, if that, 1 or 2 yards. Second down. Second down and 9. And another penalty. Now, these flags may not seem that important, but once they add up, you cannot gain any type of momentum to get your team down the field. MAYS has to lock in, be focused, and stop with these silly mistakes. And he MAYS negative yardage on the play once again. They just don't have any momentum, folks. None. Third down behind the line of scrimmage. He's got plenty of time. Throws it up. That may be an interception. No, he was out of bounds. But another poor execution by Forest Park. I believe that is 4th down and 21. They will have to punt once again. Let's do eliminate. Appreciate you. Forest Park set to punt once again. Now, I usually don't watch a lot of high school football, but from what I can tell, I know each teams are 1-3, searching to get their second win. MAYS obviously has the edge in this game. They just have to keep it up, keep pounding. Low snap, another flag on the play. Now, like I was saying, both teams are 1-3. Both teams searching for that second win in efforts to get back to 500. MAYS looks in control. Halftime is coming up, so we'll see what both of these teams' energy is looking like in the second half of this game. Right now, we have a redo on the punt. Better snap. MAYS ball once again. All right, MAYS set for another series around the 30-yard line. A positive play for the Forest Park High School football team as they catch the running back behind the line of scrimmage. These are the plays that I'm talking about in terms of getting Forest Park back in this game, getting momentum. Doesn't have to be a score, just some positive plays. Stay focused, stay locked in. They'll find this way back. They'll find their way right back into this ball game. 2nd and 12. Gain of about 4, maybe 5 yards. 3rd down. About 4 minutes and 48 seconds left in the second half. MAYS, ideally, not even MAYS, my apologies. Forest Park, ideally, we want to get another defensive stop, get them 4th down, get the ball back, and see if they can get the ball down the field to score a touchdown to slim down this lead. Now, this is looking like either a false start or an offsides. But what we know for sure, flags have been put out there on that field numerous times today. Another run and another good defensive play by Forest Park. That'll be 4th down. MAYS will now predictably go ahead and punt this ball, give Forest Park a chance to run down the field to grab a touchdown before the end of the quarter, before halftime begins. A beautiful punt will set Forest Park at around the 25-yard line. Waiting on the refs to spot the ball. And here comes Forest Park series. About 2 minutes, 54 seconds left to play in the first half. I don't know about you guys, but I want to see Forest Park march it down methodically and get a touchdown to slim this lead. That's not going to do it right there. Back to the 15-yard line, loss of about between 5 and 10 yards on the play, depending on where they spot this ball. Now, what I'm seeing from Forest Park is a lot of short throws, short passes, shovel passes, some running back tosses. I believe the key for them to, and I think they just called a timeout, but I believe that the key for them to get back in this game is go for the long ball, go for the deep ball. Don't force it, obviously. But be composed. Like I said, stay focused. Y'all gonna be just fine. Got a timeout here. Gonna take you over to a commercial break. We'll be right back in a few minutes.
Did you know that Allen Vigil Ford in Morrow, Georgia also has Lincoln? Over 35 years of using the Vigil Touch to provide excellent customer service, works hand in hand with the Lincoln Motor Company to provide a luxurious and seamless way to acquire your next luxury vehicle. Lincoln has an array of full-service complimentary owner benefits. These benefits include hospitality partnerships, service pickup and delivery, all which can be accessed through the Lincoln Way app. You can even contact the 24/7 concierge to have someone assist you. Come and see our great inventory of new and pre-owned Lincolns today. Call 678-364-7345 to make an appointment with one of our brand champions or shop 24/7 online.
All right, now we are back. Quarterback pressure. Incomplete pass. All right, Forest Park is set for another down. 3rd and about 16, if I'm reading that correct. That will be another 4-and-out series for Forest Park. They're just not composed. I believe that is their issue with trying to get points on the board, driving down the field, getting defensive stops, gaining adequate yards for first downs. Just stick to basics, stick to fundamentals, and that'll get them right back in this ball game. We'll see how they adjust in the second half. Here comes another punt. Stoppage of play. I think this will push back Forest Park a little further into the end zone. So this kick should hit about midfield or so, depending on how high of a kick this is. A muff punt. Hit dead center midfield. Here they go once again. Down near between the 30 and 40-yard line. They are in excellent field position to capitalize on that punt. Once again, they got 1 minute and 49 seconds to make something shake. So we'll see what goes on in this series and see if they can put more points on the board. Once again, MAYS 22, Forest Park 0. MAYS is looking to capitalize on that defensive stop and get in the end zone before they go inside the locker room and regroup. A lot of talk's going to have to be had. Another deep shot. Just a tad bit overthrown. 2nd down. QB's pressure. That was almost a pick, but he just dropped it. That would be a third down. Then again, these small plays will add up for Forest Park to gain some momentum. Minute 34 seconds left. They're going to need halftime to regroup for sure. Believe this is a timeout. We will hit you guys with another commercial. We'll be back in a few.
The day has arrived. It's time to let more people know about your business. You have the right marketing plan and the messaging in place. But do you have the right messenger? Good advertising and promotions need a professional sound so the message can be clearly understood. Don't leave your brand image to chance. Let our team of voiceover experts at CME lend you a hand. Give us a call at 678-304-8121 to find out how we can partner with you to give your business its voice.
All right, we are back just in time. Third down and 10 with a minute and 34 seconds left in the first half. Another deep shot. Beautiful pass over the middle. And that is another MAYS touchdown. They're just stacking the points here. Another beautiful pass. I believe that is to number 14. Zaire Meadows Jr. with the touchdown catch. Another beautiful play, beautiful execution by the MAYS football team. That makes the score 28-0 as of right now. We'll see if they're going for two or grabbing a field goal and playing it safe. Here comes the field goal attempt, extra point. Blocked. It's a blocked punt. Blocked field goal. So the score stands at where it is, 28-0. Despite all the hiccups, despite all the mistakes, MAYS comes up with, my apologies, Forest Park comes up with a positive play for their football team. All right, here comes the kickoff. Short kick. MAYS is going to have, Forest Park's going to have excellent position regardless. Here they go. Running down at midfield at about the 50-yard line. Forest Park has a minute and 19 seconds to get down the field, make something shake, get some positive yardage. Doesn't have to be a touchdown, just something to give them some confidence going into the second half. And they need it bad. All right, here goes what is likely the final series before we hit halftime and give each school's marching band some love. Another little short pass, incomplete. Intended for number 9. Michael Fletcher. All right, here goes second down. Here goes the long pass. Incomplete. Pass intended for Michael Fletcher again, I believe, number 9. This will make third down. Another penalty. Or a timeout, I believe.
Hey sports fans, tune in for live high school football Fridays, 7:30 p.m. on RealTalkSports.net. Check out your favorite Metro Atlanta teams as they do battle on the gridiron. It's your high school game of the week, live streaming free Friday nights on RealTalkSports.net. For more sports coverage and great sports talk, catch the Real Talk Sports Show Tuesdays, 8 p.m. on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, or Twitch. Brought to you by Allen Vigil Ford in Morrow, a business giving back to their community. Give them a call at 678-364-3979 or check them out online at AllenVigilFord.net.
That will make third down. They have 51 seconds and counting. And we have another timeout.
This is OJ Howard with Real Talk Sports. What's up, guys? This is Tim Tebow. You're listening to Real Talk Sports.
This is Charles Woodson. Let me grab the mic. You ready? This is Charles Woodson with Real Talk Sports. Hey, it's your boy JB Smooth with Real Talk Sports.
We are back. That's fourth down. That will take us. Nope, 38 seconds left. Turnover on downs. Mays gets another shot into the end zone, trying to score once again to elevate this game. Looking to get into the end zone once again. Now here we go with emphasis on should be the final drive of this first half. You know, Mays are gonna look big, look for big shots. Overthrew him just a tad. That was a beautiful throw. Beautiful, beautiful throw. Second down. They are pushing them back just a couple of yards for this final drive. Here comes the snap. Another long shot. Still running. And that will get them a first down as they pass midfield over in Forest Park territory. Mays gets set to go out there once again after their timeout. They have about 21 seconds left in the second quarter. believe that is another timeout.
Did you know that Allen Vigil Ford in Morrow, Georgia also has Lincoln? Over 35 years of using the Vigil Touch to provide excellent customer service, works hand in hand with the Lincoln Motor Company to provide a luxurious and seamless way to acquire your next luxury vehicle. Lincoln has an array of full-service complimentary owner benefits. These benefits include hospitality partnerships, service pickup and delivery, all which can be accessed through the Lincoln Way app. You can even contact the 24/7 concierge to have someone assist you. Come and see our great inventory of new and pre-owned Lincolns today. Call 678-364-7345 to make an appointment with one of our brand champions or shop 24/7 online at allenvigillincoln.net.
Sorry y'all missed that. Just had another beautiful pass by the MAYS quarterback, making another connection to the wide receiver number 4, I believe, all the way down to about the 12-yard line. I got about 14 seconds to make something shake. I'm out of covering up the book. All right. Another penalty. Penalties galore. Probably got more penalties than points out here today. That has not stopped MAYS from putting the pedal to the metal and on the verge of a shutout against Forest Park High School. 1st and 10, 12 seconds left. Another beautiful pass. Let's wait for the call. It seemed like he juggled the ball, maybe have fumbled it. They are ruling it not a touchdown. We got a field goal attempt, and it is good. And that is the end of the first half. MAYS High School 28, Forest Park 0. So now we'll give y'all a look at each school's marching bands as they come out on the field. Give y'all a little bit of a halftime show. We'll be back right after halftime.
Did you know that Allen Vigil Ford in Morrow, Georgia also has Lincoln? Over 35 years of using the Vigil Touch to provide excellent customer service, works hand in hand with the Lincoln Motor Company to provide a luxurious and seamless way to acquire your next luxury vehicle. Lincoln has an array of full-service complimentary owner benefits. These benefits include hospitality partnerships, service pickup and delivery, all which can be accessed through the Lincoln Way app. You can even contact the 24/7 concierge to have someone assist you. Come and see our great inventory of new and pre-owned Lincolns today. Call 678-364-7345 to make an appointment with one of our brand champions or shop 24/7 online at allenvigillincoln.net.
Let's get it, Raiders. And now, by George Burton. Man, well, now you're excited for this drill. So where have you been, by Rihanna? Let's keep this party going with Joy Payne by Frankie Beverly and Mays. Fabulous way to it. We're going to take it down to the sound of Step My Finger by Pink Panther. Stand formation. To get down one last time. The great Garcia. Let's go! That's all, ladies and gentlemen. The man is under the director of Mr. Brian M. Now. Brian Foster, guy. Veteran coach Deanna Burgess. Defensive coordinator Charlie Bailey. Offensive coordinator Demetrius Banks. Once again, this is your 25-26 edition of the Marching Band. Have a great evening.
I know what the guy just said. Hey, we could. I said I know he might want playing, but if he wants to get more, what's your cash? My cash out? Yeah. All right, we're going to take a break and go back down onto the field for our cameraman. Halftime here. And it's been all MAYS as they lead 28-0. 31 up. I'm sorry. Let's go down to our on the field camera. And that's the end of our halftime here. Our score at the half has been all MAYS, a dominant performance, 31-0 here at the half. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back with more of our high school football game of the week, brought to you by Allen Vigil Ford and Lincoln in Morrow, Georgia.
Did you know that Allen Vigil Ford in Morrow, Georgia also has Lincoln? Over 35 years of using the Vigil Touch to provide excellent customer service, works hand in hand with the Lincoln Motor Company to provide a luxurious and seamless way to acquire your next luxury vehicle. Lincoln has an array of full-service complimentary owner benefits. These benefits include hospitality partnerships, service pickup and delivery, all which can be accessed through the Lincoln Way app. You can even contact the 24/7 concierge to have someone assist you. Come and see our great inventory of new and pre-owned Lincolns today. Call 678-364-7345 to make an appointment with one of our brand champions or shop 24/7 online at allenvigillincoln.net. Hey sports fans, tune in for live high school football Fridays, 7:30 p.m. on RealTalkSports.net. Check out your favorite Metro Atlanta teams as they do battle on the gridiron. It's your high school game of the week, live streaming free Friday nights on RealTalkSports.net. For more sports coverage and great sports talk, catch the Real Talk Sports Show Tuesdays, 8 p.m. on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, or Twitch. Brought to you by Allen Vigil Ford in Morrow, a business giving back to their community. Give them a call at 678-364-3979 or check them out online at allenvigilford.net.
You can see the teams are back on the field here. I should say MAYS is back on the field. Forest Park just coming out. We get on down to our sideline cameraman. This high school football game of the week brought to you by Allen Vigil Ford and Lincoln. All right, both teams back on the field now. Forest Park to kick off, trailing MAYS 31-0. Here's a kickoff, a line drive. MAYS will feel it's a short one. Went back out to 30, 35, 40, 45, all the way down to 50, still on its feet. Down to the 40. Big block there down at the end. MAYS picking up where they left off. All MAYS in the first half, 31-0 over Forest Park. The Panthers have had no answer so far in this ball game. Panthers in the black tops, burgundy bottoms, burgundy helmets. MAYS with the ball. Starting the second half, already deep into Forest Park territory. They're wearing the white, all white unis, light blue helmet, and they have the ball. Quick handoff there, and he's hit immediately.
Lots of yards on the game.
Some of the fans said, "Don't celebrate. You sure better not when you're down 31-0."
Second and 15 on the 37.
Quarterback claps his hands. Throws got a man open immediately in the flat, but dropped. $31-0 MAYS over Forest Park. Just started the second half, and MAYS is already deep into Forest Park territory. Back to pass, short. Bounced it to a man cutting across the middle, who was open for a second. Nope, looks like he did catch it. I thought he dropped that, but he did catch it. MAYS rolling here, up 31-0 third quarter. Quarterback calls his own number, straight up the middle. Ooh, meets 2 or 3 Forest Park players, but put his head down and picks up a first down. Well, the MAYS quarterback said, "I'm going to put my head down and stick it in there and make the play myself," and he did. So he picks up a first down. They're leading Forest Park big here in this ball game, 31-0. Just started the second half. Clock running, about 9:55 to go. There's a throw looking, got a man open. Nope, just overthrew him. Mays had a 2nd down and 10 after that incompletion. Forest Park trying to get a stop here. They have any shot of trying to come back in this game. Drop, ball is thrown in the flat and dropped again. Mays with the ball deep into Forest Park territory. They have a 31-0 lead here early in the second half of play. Mays in the white unis, blue helmets, light blue helmets. Forest Park in the black tops, burgundy pants, and burgundy helmets. Quarterback looking. Got a man out there throwing towards the end zone. No, incomplete. So they bring up a 4th down. They're going to attempt another field goal. They made one to end the half, which brought us to our score 31-0. They're trying to hit another one here. Here's a snap. Hold. The kick is up, and it is good. Well, Mays hits another field goal to extend their lead. May now stretches their lead out to a 5-score lead as they lead now 34-0. Mays has been dominant this entire ball game. Forest Park has had no answer offensively or defensively for the Raiders. Trying to win their 2nd game of the season. Both teams coming into this with just a single victory. But Mays look like they're on their way to their 2nd victory for sure. All right. Mays about to kick off to Forest Park. Again, they lead 34-0 now in the 3rd quarter. A lot of time left in this. I think if Mays scores another touchdown, they may go to a running clock. They do that in high school football when a team gets an insurmountable lead. There's a kickoff. High, but short, fumbled. Oh, Mays might have recovered it again. Let's see. That would be catastrophic for Forest Park. I see Mays and the referee pointing the other way, and Mays has recovered a poorly handled kickoff. And when it rains, it pours, and it's pouring down right now in Forest Park. Already trailing 34-0, and they fumble the kickoff, and Mays is knocking at the door again. Forest Park band and cheerleaders trying to get the fans to stay involved in this one, but 34-0. Mays with the ball. Again, in running back breaks loose to the 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Forget about it. Another touchdown for Mays. And this one is pretty much over. That should just about do it for tonight, guys. Mays now has put up 40 on Forest Park. Mays getting set now for the extra point. And they're going for a 2-point conversion, and they did not get it. Doesn't matter, though. Mays has now eclipsed, or I should say, have now hit the 40-point mark. Mays 40, Forest Park nothing. Still a lot of time left in this game. Like I said again, I would think at some point they might go to a running clock. What that means is there'll be no stoppage of play unless there's an injury. 9:06 to play in the third quarter. Forest Park losing at home to Mays 40-0. You're watching High School Football Game of the Week, brought to you by Allen Vigil Ford and Lincoln. Forty to nothing, our score here. Mays getting ready to kick the ball off. There goes the Mays flag in the background, celebrating another score. There they go. Our Mays getting ready to kick off here. There's the kick. Line drive. Let's see if Forest Park handles it well this time. Returner gets maybe about 3 or 4 before he's stacked up by a host of Mays tacklers. Clock has stopped, 8:55 to go here in the third quarter. And Mays in the blowout, 40-0 here, coming down to Clayton County and laying it on Forest Park so far in this ball game. Forest Park has had no answer offensively, defensively. All phases of the game have been not going well for the Panthers. Meanwhile, Mays side, they've capitalized on every mistake that Forest Park has made, and that's our score, 40-0 here in the third quarter. Like I said, still a lot of time left to go in this ball game. 8:55 left to go in the third quarter. And the Mays band playing some music that almost want to make you feel bad for Forest Park. All right, Forest Park with the ball, trying to get something started. 40-0. Again, you're watching High School Football Game of the Week, brought to you by Allen Vigil Ford and Lincoln in Morrow, Georgia. All right, Forest Park with the ball here. Those of you just joining us, it's been a blowout here. Mays up 40-0 in the third quarter. We've got a long stoppage of play. I'm not sure what's going on down there, but play has been stopped for a couple of minutes. 8:55 to go. Referee's talking it over. Mays band enjoying themselves, as they should, with a 40-0 lead. There they are. All right, back to the field of play. Forest Park trying to get something started, trailing 40-0 here in the third quarter. Straight running play gets nothing. Now the clock has restarted finally. Right now we got a battle of the tubas going back and forth between the two bands. That's been the only real battle here because on the field it's been all MAYS all night. 40-0 here in the third quarter. Another running play. Not sure about that. 2 straight running plays. Your team's down by 40. I think you're going to start to see more and more backup players here for both teams. Clock running just under 8 minutes to go here in quarter number 4. All right, Forest Park with the ball, 3rd and about 7. Quarterback back to pass, throws, and that is intercepted. It's intercepted by MAYS. Defensive back is still on his feet. Finally knocked down about the 32-yard line. And Forest Park fans are starting to leave the building now, rightfully so. Their team down 40-0. Just turned the ball over to MAYS. MAYS once again has the ball deep in Forest Park territory. Clock stopped again at 7:39. Forest Park fans, a group of them now packing up and heading out toward the exit. 40-0. MAYS just got an interception, knocking on the door again for another score. Running back finds a small hole, bouncing off tackles. Clock running, about 7:20 to go. The third quarter. MAYS with the ball now in the red zone at the 19-yard line of Forest Park. Straight handoff. Running back got some room, plows ahead. He's got a first down and just a little more. So now the ball's down at about the 13-yard line of Forest Park. They'll be moving the chains in a minute. Stoppage the play by the referee. Not sure what's going on down there. But the bottom line, the chains are moving. MAYS hurries up to the line of scrimmage. Once again, another run. Running back plowing forward. That should be enough for another first down. So it'll be 1st and goal from about the 3-yard line. MAYS pounding away here. Clock has stopped at the first down. 6:39 to go here in the third quarter. MAYS running away with this one, 40-0. Looks like there was a penalty on that play. Looks like it was holding. So that's going to come back. And from the infraction, that'll bring it back and make it about 2nd and about 15. They hand the ball off again. Running back plows ahead. Gets a good portion of those 5 yards back. MAYS, big lead, 40-0 over Forest Park, third quarter. MAYS with the ball. Hands off. This time the running back is swarmed by Forest Park. Defense showing a little life. All right, Mays with the ball here. Third down. And the quarterback is sacked. That's going to be fourth down now. They'll bring out a field goal team again, I believe. Ball at about the 24-yard line. And the field goal kicker is back. This would be about a 40-yarder if he can hit this one. All right, they're lined up here for a field goal. It's up and blocked. Wait a minute, it's picked up by a MAYS player. But won't be enough for a first down. So field goal was blocked. Picked up by a MAYS player, but he could not advance it further enough to the first down. $40-0. 4:21 to go in the third quarter. Forest Park has the ball, trying to get something untracked here offensively. Quarterback back to pass. Got a man out there. He's in double coverage, though. Oh, spectacular leaping catch by number 5 from Forest Park. That was Andre Turnipseed. A leaping catch in double coverage. That's probably one of the best plays of the game for Forest Park. So the Panthers showing a little bit of life there on that play. First down. Beautiful catch and throw. They need a few more of those, though, to get at least on the scoreboard. All right, 1st and 10 from their own 43-yard line. If that spectacular catch by Mr. Turnipseed. Quarterback sacked. Well, the quarterback is, the running back is furious. I think they're going to call this a motion penalty on, nope, I'm not sure what kind of penalty they're calling here. They're not calling anything. All right, 2nd down, and they lost about 5 yards on that play. So 2nd down and 15. After the big play, Forest Park shoots himself in the foot. Quarterback looking, throws, got a man in the flat, overthrows him. And that's going to create a 3rd and 15 now for Forest Park. .305 here to go. Quarterback back to pass, looking, throws long across the middle, overthrown. Had a man open, overthrew him. 4th down. .255 left to go in the third quarter. MAYS 40, Forest Park nothing. There's the punt. Fourth quarter here. Third quarter, 2:36 to go. Like I said, it's been all Mays so far in this ball game. All right. Mays with the ball again. They lead 40-0. Straight handoff. I tell you, all night long, the Mays running backs have piled up the yak, which is yards after contact. Forest Park cannot seem to bring them down initial contact. And Mays backs have been pushing forward to pick up additional yards on almost every play. Dominant performance here by the Raiders. Coming into Clayton County, we have a Forest Park player down. Looks like he's in a lot of pain. Hopefully, a young man will be able to get back on his feet. The medics are out there. While they're doing that, let's take a timeout. Watching high school football game of the week brought to you by Allen Vigil Ford and Lincoln. Allen Vigil Ford and Lincoln, located at 6790 Mount Zion Boulevard in the city of Morrow, Georgia. We'll be back.
Did you know that Allen Vigil Ford in Morrow, Georgia also has Lincoln? Over 35 years of using the Vigil Touch to provide excellent customer service, works hand in hand with the Lincoln Motor Company to provide a luxurious and seamless way to acquire your next luxury vehicle. Lincoln has an array of full-service complimentary owner benefits. These benefits include hospitality partnerships, service pickup and delivery, all which can be accessed through the Lincoln Way app. You can even contact the 24/7 concierge to have someone assist you. Come and see our great inventory of new and pre-owned Lincolns today. Call 678-364-7345 to make an appointment with one of our brand champions or shop 24/7 online at allenvigillincoln.net.
All right, we're back. Looks like the young man's on his feet. Mays dominant performance in this ball game. 40-0. And they have the ball again. Running back plunges into the line again, pushes the line forward before going down. All right, Mays with the ball here again. Straight dive play, this time stopped by Forest Park's defensive line. Clock running now, 1:26 to go here in the third quarter. Again, it's been all Mays all night, 40-0. The Raiders lead the Forest Park Panthers. Raiders trying to get their second win of the season. And it looks like they're about to do it. $40-0. A blowout on this one. Flags are down all over the place. We've had flags down almost all game. Mays band working those drums. $40-0. Mays over Forest Park. Mays has to punt. A high punt, a good one. Driving Forest Park back. And out of bounds. Watching high school football game of the week brought to you by Allen Vigil Ford and Lincoln. Allen Vigil Ford Lincoln, proud supporter of community events like high school football all around Clayton County. All right, Panthers with the ball here. 29 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Panthers trying desperately to get something going here offensively. Running back turns the corner. I don't know if he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, though. He might have lost a yard in the play. Those of you who are just joining us, it's been a blowout here in Clayton County as Forest Park is being shut out by MAYS 40-0. And that's the end of the third quarter. Our score, MAYS 40, Forest Park nothing. Again, you're watching high school football game of the week, brought to you by Allen Vigil Ford and Lincoln and Morrow, Georgia. We'll be back.
Looking for a vehicle? Come to Allen Vigil Ford Lincoln in Morrow, Georgia. We're a family-owned dealership that's been serving the Atlanta area for over 40 years, offering an unbeatable selection of new Fords, Lincolns, and pre-owned vehicles. Enjoy our exceptional customer service and great financing options tailored just for you. Visit us at 6790 Mount Zion Boulevard in Morrow, Georgia, located just 20 minutes from downtown Atlanta. Call us at 678-364-3979 or visit online at allenvigilford.net.
Again, you're watching high school football game of the week, brought to you by Allen Vigil Ford Lincoln. We're heading down to the fourth quarter. And it's been all MAYS all night. They lead 40-0. All right, Forest Park with the ball. Trying to get any type of offense going here in the fourth quarter. I'm sorry, MAYS with the, do I have it right? Yep, MAYS with on defense. Forest Park with the ball. Forest Park has been dominated all night long by the Raiders of MAYS High School out of Atlanta. All right, quarterback under center now. Drops back to pass, looking, throws in the flat, almost intercepted as the MAYS defensive back chumped the route. Forest Park with the ball here. Third down. Quarterback back to pass. In trouble. And he's going to be sacked. Been a tough night for Forest Park tonight. I'm sure they want to do better here on their home field. But MAYS searching for their second victory, and they are going to get it tonight. We now are on the running clock finally. As this is an insurmountable lead, so I'm sure we'll see some backup players here from both teams. as we wind it down here in the fourth quarter. 10:23 to go and counting. Here's the punt. Good high punt. It's going to bounce about the 50, picked up by MAYS. He's over the 50-yard line. Again, you're watching High School Football Game of the Week brought to you by Allen Vigil Ford in Lincoln. MAYS destroying Forest Park here tonight, 40-0. Been a tough night for Forest Park tonight. MAYS with the ball again. They've had short fields all night. Backups are in now for MAYS. Straight running play, a dive, didn't get anything at all. We get ourselves ready towards the end of the ball game. As we now are under the 9-minute mark, 8:43 to go. Another handoff by MAYS, running back bounces off of the first wave. And still does not get to the line of scrimmage. So that's going to be 3rd and long, 3rd and 14. Forest Park second team defense faring a little better. MAYS quarterback out the pass, throws, but his man falls down immediately. Well short of the first down. Four to nothing clock continues to run. Said they now went to the running clock. MAYS 40, Forest Park nothing. There's the punt. High one, and Forest Park going to let that bounce. And unfortunately, it's going to take a MAYS bounce, and the ball's going to be grounded and down at about the 3-yard line. One to the 7-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. MAYS 40, Forest Park nothing. We're going to hand the mic over to our intern, Mr. Joshua, here as we wind it down here in the fourth quarter. MAYS ahead, 40-0.
Oh, me? What's going on? Joshua's back on the mic. Got this blowout game, as Mr. Simmons said, 41-0. It's garbage time, folks. About 7 minutes left. Not much success on MAYS' side of the football. I'm going to take y'all to the end of this game. 5 minutes and 55 seconds and counting left in this game. Forest Park just has not seemed to get their footing at all in this game. Costly mistakes, bad offensive execution, and although they couldn't capitalize on anything, MAYS was able to capitalize on everything. And the score shows for it. Stat sheet shows for it. So Mays will go out of here tonight an inch or a game closer to becoming 500 again, to a 2-3 record. And Forest Park will drop their fourth game. They'll drop to 1-4. Let's take a look, though. The marching band of Mays High School has been doing their thing all night. They're loud, they're energetic. Rightfully so. Rightfully so. Both bands are going at it. Battle of the Bands Heights edition. As you're ready for Forest Park to kick his ball back off. Little squib kick. Mays gets past midfield at around the 40-yard line. Excellent field position once again. Another great run by the Mays High School football team down to about the 30-yard line. That should be a first down. They have been having their way all night, as I've been saying, over the matriculation of this game. Offense, defense, special teams. They've had a couple 2-point conversions. As Shaq would say, barbecue chicken. Barbecue chicken alert. Another positive run for some yardage, but a flag on the play. It's about 2 minutes, 53 seconds left in this game. Mays did not come to play with their food tonight. They did not come to play. First and 10. Approaching 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Got number 16 at quarterback. Another run. Second down. Doesn't quite matter what plays they run now. They're just trying to run out the clock. Minute 55 seconds. Get everyone off the field. The fans home. Get both teams ready to regroup and gear up for next week's game. MAYS has a lot of upside. Has a lot of positive things to talk about. They could, tweak a couple things. But Forest Park Panthers, they have some things to discuss. Mistakes, carelessness, cost them this game. And the score showed for it. Second down. Another run play. Another great effort. This might be another touchdown. Stops at the 15-yard line. Got a minute and 12 seconds left. Getting ready to wrap up here at Tara Stadium. Another look at this band before the next play. And that should just about do it. 18 seconds and counting. The final score, MAYS 40, Forest Park 0. It's a pleasure having y'all watching tonight. As always, this is Joshua Bryan here with Real Talk Sports. And catch us at the next game. Hope you all have a great evening.